This is the part of the renovation where time starts to close in. For nearly 6 months, there have been trenches, machines, pipework, and half of the grounds turned inside out to make way for a new septic system. A microstation that will finally unite 3 separate plumbing areas into one central system for the Château. It is not the most glamorous part of bringing Puy Vidal into the 21st century, but it may be one of the most important. And inside, the work in the kitchen continues. Although all of the cabinets have been installed, we are still a long way from having a fully functioning kitchen. The floors need to be sanded. The backsplash, the lighting, the sinks and fixtures, the counters and the fireplace are all waiting to be installed. And with every delay, the schedule becomes its own delicate choreography. Every artisan waiting for someone else to finish their work, and every hour lost has a ripple effect. And then there's the West Wing salon. The new window opening has become the pressure point of this final phase of construction. And behind all of the renovation is the work we do not always show. The lady of the Château ticking along in the background. The guest preparations, the reorganization, the new systems, the emails, the bookings, the planning, all of the work that turns Puy Vidal, our home, into a retreat and workshop center for the season. Because Julia and I are not only leading the renovations here at Puy Vidal, we're also building the world of the Lady of the Château inside it. And this year, to help bring more structure and support to the season ahead, we've welcomed a new team member, Nikita, our new retreat coordinator. She has arrived just in time for the beautiful madness of spring at Puy Vidal. A chateau half in dust, half in preparation, and ready to come alive.
And a wood pan to the stove. These guys are the masters of furniture building. Masters. They are absolutely excellent. We are so grateful to them. They've been such keepers. Your dad gets back
Dad gets here today, this afternoon. We'll see what he thinks. And I think it's going to be completely installed by then. So he gets actually like the full, he literally left for San Diego, I think in the morning of the delivery of the furniture, and he's getting back at the very end of the furniture construction, which is very elegant. He's gonna see the perfect before and after. Wow. Papa's home, and we're going to show him all of the progress in the last 2 weeks. He is not the most effusive, admiring person. He'll probably have some sardonic, witty phrases. But we'll see. I'm curious to see what he thinks, and yeah, if it's what he imagined.
Comes Mr. America.
Oh, for Carolina?
Yeah.
I don't need it right now. I'm doing camera woman duties.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I'm on the job.
Let's go. Ready? Welcome home.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I just spent 2 weeks in San Diego. The stated purpose was to get my driver's license for California renewed for another 5 years. They required a vision test to be done in person.
Oof.
But since I don't really drive, the actual reason was to visit my friends and reconnect.
And
have a vacation. And spend some time away from the chateau with my beloved wife of almost 45 years.
Bravo. All right.
That worked pretty well.
Yeah. Just had a big meeting with Camille this morning. She came, we inspected every single thing, and we signed off that everything's in
Camille?
like perfect condition.
Oh, you know,
We had like 3 different notes that she's gonna work on.
this is really fancy.
Yeah.
I like this. Yeah, so my beloved wife, with a deep sense of aesthetic, asked that these cabinets be put in high. And she convinced us all that this was Château worthy because Châteaus have very high ceilings, or at least this one does. And if you have cabinets of a kind of a normal height, it looks very awkward. And just on the aesthetics, I'm saying it looks awkward. So I think she's right. It looks like we need one of those ladders that they put in libraries.
Don't say that.
Don't say that, she's gonna kill you.
It's gonna kill you.
That's what she was asking for. And we confirmed with the cabinet makers that they are very capable of doing it, but now there's no room. They can't put a beautiful brass bar to like hook it on.
Maruka, I was not allowed to watch this YouTube episode.
She can't watch this because she was like, I really need one of those. Well, Lon did that. They have like a little bar and they put the ladder. But
They did
yeah, they have
this?
exactly this. And
Well,
they can't
I
climb it.
think it's pretty silly.
We have a lovely space here for a beautiful ladder that the guy said just find something really beautiful and aesthetic so that when you're up there it looks pretty.
And we don't even do that. We
Could be a
cheap,
normal one.
cheap plastic thing.
I think it's a lot safer.
You put things.
It
up-
might be safer
you
that
put
like
things in
doing.
the top that you use 3, 4, 6 times a year.
Those will be like decorative. This radiator was the subject of a lot of conversation.
That's a new radiator.
It's a new radiator. This is to replace the one that used to live under the window under here.
My God.
Copper pipe.
That
You
looks-
said copper pipe back there?
Yeah, it looks expensive.
Camille personally designed this beautiful grate. And you can see our
Was
new
it-
copper
for the
pots.
camera, I've been gone 2 weeks. And this is when everybody's working in their shops and in the background after massive planning and coordination amongst all the groups, and they all bring it together in the same space in a relatively short time. So it looks like massive productivity, but of course everybody's been working for several months.
But Julie is the master conductor.
Oh, this too.
Yeah, there's another tower up right there, which is lovely. We put up the pots, the copper pots that are induction proof. Please look at this beauty, the queen of the
No,
kitchen.
I already saw it.
No, examine it. Look, it's
Oh, it's actually
gorgeous. Look
So-
at that beautiful
I
induction.
didn't understand the function of this.
There's 2 ovens.
Oh, this is the little one.
This is
Perfect.
called the patisserie oven.
Well, we're gonna.
It's for bread and cakes. The other one is for any meats.
That's really wide.
So remember Ruba's giant fish? She can put that in there. And that's storage. Papa, look at the plaque. Look, it says La Conche Fourneau de France.
Full nom de France.
It's
Oh, yeah.
and please press the knobs.
Press them.
Yeah. Like pretend you're turning them on.
Oh, that turns them on.
Yeah, and now turn. It's not hooked up yet. Maybe you can get it
So this is all supported by the wall.
Papa, this thing was insane.
Well, I understand. There's huge
Insane.
reinforced.
Papa, they ripped out the whole
I saw that.
wall.
Your dad was still
They
here,
poured
yeah.
in. They put all, but he didn't see the concrete being poured back in, and then they literally took off the supports today, 6 days after they poured it, but it apparently takes 21 days to dry. So
Like
it's
the
still
pool.
drying.
So this is. So
It's awaiting little knobs.
Can I pull that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that.
And then it's awaiting shelves in there.
Yeah. So you have access.
Yeah, you have access to all the things like the fuel gauge.
Yeah. Preserve its function.
Yeah. The electrician just came and read
So
this.
we'll take these little labels.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The sink is enormous. It's covered and like clock in, clock out system. So this whole area is like staff area.
And remind me, are these counters, are they?
Copper.
These are copper
Yeah.
and they're quartz over there.
Yeah. And then there's a mirror backsplash behind it.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, same high cabinets.
Super high, super beautiful.
I think you need a portrait of me in oil.
Like
Recent.
Ici on rend tout ça dans la cuisine. Non, là, regarde. Ici on remplit rien du tout. On va aller chercher de la chose. Non? Oui, on fait des trucs. On va laisser sécher un peu. C'est déjà matin. On est sur des gens qui font 1 centimètre. Oui. Avec Camille, je l'ai vu de façon à ce qu'elle puisse juste la passer. Est-ce qu'il y a un autre truc qui est par l'épaule? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? C'est pareil. Ah, mais c'est chiant ça, putain.
I thought they were waiting to catch stones, but actually they're holding up the top, like the lintel of the fenêtre of the window.
First time we've opened anything at the Château.
Yeah, we've talked about so many different doors and windows being open, and we're getting to finally see what that means. Basically, it means like battling the wall. They've been battling the wall for a week, just like trying and pushing and like whatever that is. Drilling. Crazy.
That's the final piece going in. It's been, yeah, about 2.5 weeks.
Last week.
No, they started opening the week before.
Next to it.
Château next to it, and they have it there.
Stuff like pre-made. Wow. Right next door. Sure.
can see you now from an area I've never seen you before.
It's so beautiful. As soon as we bring this hedge either way trimmed down or taken out, this view is stunning.
Oh yeah, you can see the tower.
It's
Let's see.
stunning. Really. Yeah, I think it needs to go. Or just be like a little bush like this. I think that would also work. But it
So you clearly see here 2 layers of stone. Old Château stone here on the right-hand side. And, you know, whatever addition they did here throughout the years on the left hand. What do you think?
It's beautiful. They've had this whole thing tarped this whole time so to avoid more dust floating around. So we've been seeing it from the outside, but today is the first time they opened this up and we can really perceive the light on the inside, and it's transforming the space. Truly. Like, this corner always felt really kind of dark and heavy, and even the other windows in this room aren't very large. Like, that one's not very large. The Gothic arches, meh. And then there's the beautiful French door, but I don't know, it doesn't do quite enough. But these two symmetrically positioned toward the courtyard is giving a tremendous amount of view. It's beautiful. The other window used to have stained glass, and I was shocked to see how much light we were losing with the stained glass. And we made the choice to change it. Just keep the stained glass on the top transom. And the bottom window we changed into petit carreaux, they call them, the little French door format. And it's really, really letting a lot more light there. It's giving a beautiful view. And then this one is magnificent, magnificent. And we're in shock about the artistry of the masons to be able to come and like wrestle with these walls and these stones and just shove in these new pieces, and it looks from this side like this has always been like this. It's incredible.
I'm loving seeing the 2 layers here.
Yeah. There's a brick layer. There's like half of it looks like a different layer, and then the outer half looks like a different layer, and then this new beautiful stone, but that's just shoved right in. It looks incredibly harmonious already. Non, celle-ci a tout, sauf votre partie qui va passer. L'autre, notre électricien. Move this over, you take the metal out and refurbish it, or just cut it and refurbish it.
Oh yeah. Look at all the old ochre stone in there.